Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's our first glimpse of Antonio Brown in this game, and he's a guy that's a threat each and every time the ball heads in his direction, coming off the 2nd year where he led the league in receiving yards in 2017.
Yeah, 1,533, just turned 30 back in July, and no signs of this man stopping. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, let's go. All right, let's go get it now, all right? Watch 7. Watch 7. Single.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
8.
Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run to Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. Hey, South. Hey,
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. Disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodgers. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Like 80. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. So that'll back him up 5. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Boswell's kick is good. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan is shoving his way inside the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's Coleman here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On the return, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell McClain with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ryan.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. 8.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. but to no avail. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow delivery pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Roethlisberger now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Room to run inside the 40. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Let's go, let's go. Focus, focus. Check 26, check 26. Monday.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Set! Like 80! Like I said.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Roethlisberger gonna throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Hey, let's go.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
11.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And some room to work. And now running right through it. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle